What's happening? Friday morning, y'all. Good morning. Salute to everybody on this Friday morning. Peace, blessings, all that good shit. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Mo, what's that word? How you feeling today, Mo? Motherfucking Friday, baby boy. A lot of motherfuckers get their check today if you ain't waiting on the first. A lot of motherfuckers get paid today. Ain't nothing like a nice ass payday. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. And I don't care what you do for a living. Go get that motherfucking money. Straight up. Salute to all the go getters, men and women. Going out here to get that motherfucking money on a Friday. But y'all be safe this weekend, man. Y'all keep it safe. Be safe. The weekend, y'all know how shit get. For real, for real. Motherfuckers drinking and driving. Sliding through this motherfucker all reckless and shit. Y'all watching. But having my motherfucking morning blunt. Gonna get my motherfucking day going. Man, it was an eventful week this week of Facebook. Definitely. I mean, YouTube. I don't know why the fuck I always say Facebook. I don't even be on Facebook like that either. But definitely an eventful week on YouTube. A lot of shit going on. A lot of bullshit. Yeah, definitely, definitely. I'm definitely gonna be safe, man. I don't be. I'm gonna stay out the way. I don't be around. I'm gonna stay all the way out the way. It don't make dollars. It don't make sense for your boy. For real. But I will say this about all the shit that's going on YouTube, man. Y'all don't never be scared to be who y'all is, man. Motherfucker gonna judge you anyway. For even the person you want to be, that motherfucker gonna get judged. You know, be who you is. If you motherfucking 32, be 32. You 45, you 45. You 49, be 49. Don't be ashamed of your motherfucking self. Somebody gonna like you. And yesterday I heard Miss Regina don't like me. So be it. It don't cost me none. She cool with me. I still like her. I still support her. It's all good. She don't gotta like me. I don't expect everybody to like me on this app, and don't expect me to like everybody either. But I definitely respect her opinion. I might have rubbed her the wrong way or something. I ain't sure. But that shit don't affect me just because she don't like me. She funny as hell to me. She made me laugh, so she cool with me. And then she probably don't like me because I'm into it with her grandson. And Regina, I ain't even into it with him no more, Regina. I ain't gonna say shit else about your facts. Fuck about facts. Nigga get a check on the first. I mean, if I knew that, I really wouldn't have been fucking with that nigga. Nigga's a motherfucking goof. Get a motherfucking first of the month check.
What's good, big homie?
I can't call it, man. What's going on, man? Happy
Oh
Friday,
man,
boy.
Same to you, my guy. Same to you,
It,
man.
hell yeah, it feel good as
J-
hell out here today too. It ain't real hot and it ain't, you know what I mean? It ain't too chilly. It feel good as fuck out.
Man, man,
Probably
y'all
about
got
like
the best
78.
weather out there, man. Y'all got the best weather out there right now, man.
Yeah.
It's hot down here, man.
What is it down there? Like 90 or something?
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah.
Shit. Hell yeah. It feel good out here. But you know that shit coming for us. We can't get away from it. That motherfucking 90 shit coming. What up, Matt? My boy Matt so motherfucking silly. That's my man. Matt Raw. Hey, y'all sleep on Matt, man. Y'all want some drops. Y'all want to get y'all channel together, man. Y'all fuck with Matt, man. That man tough
Yeah,
on that
Matt.
shit.
Shout out to Phillips, Matthew. Shout out to Matt.
Silly Matt tough on that thing. Boy, he ain't fucking around on that computer. Shout out
Yeah,
to my boy
yeah.
Mr. Fairplay. Good morning. What's poppin', Mr. Fairplay? How y'all feeling today? Shout out to all them go getters, man. Mr. Fairplay almost hurt himself the other day, man. But he all right. So shout out to Mr. Fairplay. Appreciate you
What
being safe, man. Safety
what
over everything.
what's the word today, man? What the knowledge?
Man, the motherfucking knowledge is motherfucking being proud of self.
Oh
Taking
man,
pride
so,
in
for sure, for
taking
sure,
pride in who you is, man.
for sure, for sure.
You know what I mean?
To piggyback
Taking
on what
pride
you
in who you is.
to piggyback on what you said earlier, man. Motherfucker gonna judge you regardless. So shit is what it is, man. Living your truth. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Stop projecting. You know,
On my
it is what
mama.
it is. You know, you worry about that type of behavior when you young. You don't know you know you in your teens. You know what I'm saying? Like you coming up as a youngster. You worry about that type of shit for us being judged. But when you older, a grown man, you don't worry about that. It is what it is. You can't
Nah, grown
you go ahead, Dave.
go ahead, finish him up.
Nah,
Grown
you
man
can't
shouldn't
rewind that clock, man. You can't
nah.
turn that clock back. That's all I'm saying.
You definitely couldn't. And then you know a grown man shouldn't chase clout, man.
Not
You
at
know what
all.
I mean? You lose yourself when you chasing certain things, and then you pretending to be somebody else. You really lose yourself. Some people lie so much, man. Mo, they believe that shit.
For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure.
They more passionate of being about being not who they is and then who they really is. How could you be so passionate about not being who you are? Like if you
Man,
change that shit around and put that effort into yourself, man, shit, don't tell them what you might could do.
hey, then on top of that,
Real
bro,
shit.
like like you meet genuine people by being yourself. Be honest with you, man, and you keep them along, and you keep them around you for a long time for being yourself. You know that, right?
Def,
You'll never
definitely,
know who you meet just being yourself.
never
I
know who you will meet. You never know what you could do.
I experienced that firsthand, man. Just being in Texas, man. People that I probably would never met if I had the mindset I had it when I was in the city at the time, coming up as a shorty. But these people were some good, genuine people. You know what I mean? But just being a honest individual, man. Them people still here today with me, just rocking out with me, chopping it up. You know, you need something, they coming through, man. For
Man,
real,
that's
for
what's
real.
up. How you get towards Texas? How did you end up going to Texas?
Oh shit! After Katrina,
Damn, was
after
you down
Hurricane
there, Mo,
Katrina.
when the hurricane hit? Was you in
Yeah,
Florida?
yeah,
Did,
I
did you
was, I
witness
was.
that shit?
Yeah, yeah. I ain't witnessed all the water and shit like that because I wound up actually. I was one of the ones that left. You see what I'm saying? Ahead of time.
Right.
I ain't wait to the last minute.
Did you have to take your whole family, or how did that shit go, Mo? Tell us a little bit about that shit.
Majority of my family, some stayed, some left. You know what I mean? So we kind of like was all over at one point of time. You know what I mean? But we all like wind up being majority of us, you know, like your first cousin, second cousin, you wind up being around each other, but everybody else was like scattered out.
Right. Did y'all believe that shit was gonna happen like that?
I'm gonna
Because
say
when I was
no.
hearing it, I didn't
I'm gonna
believe it
say
myself.
I'm gonna say no because we've been through so many hurricanes just coming up here. You just always like have you been through a hurricane? You kind of like, oh man, this shit ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I mean? You kind of blow it off. You know what I mean? Especially when you've been through numerous of hurricanes and nothing really happened but power lines, some flooding. You know, shit you could deal with. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But this,
Damn, I ain't never even been through a hurricane like that, man. Explain, like, I know that shit wild as hell, ain't it?
yeah, man, especially, I can't speak for the people that was right there in it for the levee, because I didn't stay right there like where the flood and shit took
Hmm.
place and shit at. But half them people who stayed in their houses, they just ain't never experienced that type of shit because it was abnormal. You know what I mean? Me personally, I think they blowed that shit up. You know what I mean? I don't think no water really
Yeah.
did this and did that. You know what I mean? That's for all the conspiracy theories, motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Right. That was some wild shit. And then, like, how long did it take you to go back to New Orleans after you had, after you and your family evacuated and shit?
Just to actually, cause I actually evacuated my homeboy, so it actually took us
Right.
about 6 months total because they had to like do like the bridge and shit. It's the bridge and shit like that to like fix the bridge. You had to go a certain way to get to where you live at and shit like that.
Right. So what
But like
about y'all
6 months.
cribs and shit, Mo? Like
Oh,
when
it was
y'all got
fucked
back?
up. It was fucked up. The roof
Man,
gone.
salute to
You
Mo,
know.
man, for going through all that shit. Salute to you, bro.
But at the
I
same
can't
time,
imagine going through that shit.
at the time, shit, I was like 15, so that shit didn't really like really dawn on me because I'm still, like, oh damn, you young, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you young, so I understand what you're saying. A lot of that shit, the impact of that shit didn't hit you like it would have hit some other people. But
Right,
it
right,
still
right,
had
right.
to be tough though. Moving to a whole another state at 15.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
Going
yeah.
through
It
all
kind of
that
was
shit.
like it was kind of like for as moving to a whole nother city, just unfamiliar with it. It was kind of like you had the mindset, shit, we lost everything, you know what I mean? So shit, whatever we got to do to survive, we're gonna do that. You know what I mean? That just was the
Yeah,
mindset. Well,
man.
whatever we got to do to survive, we gonna do that. Like it is what it is, and live with the consequences.
Hell yeah. So when y'all got back, was it wild? Like when you got back, was it like, hey man, for they said, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
It was
was it
just,
wild when you got back home?
what was it wild? I can't really say it was wild because it was just a whole lot of money because everybody got the Katrina money, everybody got these Red Cross money, so it was like it really was love. Tell the truth, it
It
depend on what
was.
type of would depend on what type of lifestyle you was living at the time. At the time, I was running the streets, so it was love to me
It was
because I
love,
I
huh?
wind up getting to a point to where I could buy me a car and I could live a certain way. You know what I mean? I can't get an apartment
Mm-hmm.
because I'm still a teen, but I'm making money now. You know what I
You
mean?
doing your thing. Hell
Right,
yeah.
right, right, right. I ain't no big niche type motherfucker, but I'm living. You feel me? I'm living. You know what I mean?
Damn. That's wild shit. But yeah, I guess everybody was happy. Everybody got some bread. The whole city was probably lit.
Oh yeah, I'll never forget, man. The first person who came to the concert in the city was Jesus, man. I'm talking about that shit. It's on YouTube right now to this day. It's 2000. It will be Young Jesus after Katrina concert in the Superdome, man, that shit was crazy, man.
That
Like
shit was
I'm
lit,
talking
huh?
about that shit was so crazy. You could just tell just the difference of the atmosphere. Like if you just look at not pay attention to Jesus, but just pay attention to the crowd, man. That
Yeah, they
shit
was
was
happy
lit.
to be home. The whole
Right,
show
right.
was lit. Like, what did you hear
Everybody
some
got
wild?
everybody got that bread. You could just tell
Everybody got that
everybody just turned
bread.
up. Everybody just
Hell
turned up.
yeah.
No violence, nothing took place after the concert. That's how you know motherfucker was in a good place. You see what I'm saying? Even though we overcame what we had to go through. You see what I'm saying?
Did that bring the city closer to each other?
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Especially when we moved out of town. We moved out of town. We stepped as one. You still had your back and forth, little beef and shit going on. But we
Right.
by us being out of town, don't matter what we was New Orleans. You
Together,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Like we was together. Like whatever. I don't give a damn you from over here, but you ain't do to my people nothing back in the home. We rocking together, and like that's how we kind of move.
Man, that's a blessing. Do you
And that's what really made it so scary to like other people, like when we was out of town, because it was just like them motherfuckers just. they don't give a fuck. Not so much we don't give a fuck. This is how we is. This is our attitude. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, and y'all was together. Y'all done lost y'all crib. It'll put you in that don't give a fuck state of mind. You know what I mean? But shout out to Mo. Mo, did you hear some wild stories? Like motherfucker was telling you some wild stories, like when it happened, like how wild it was getting. Like,
Oh yeah, man. Motherfuckers was, Pinos, they had people in the Superdome and shit. They was like, man, motherfuckers had guns. Motherfuckers was getting R word in the
damn,
Superdome. It was like motherfuckers had guns inside of a trash can filled to the top. You see what I'm saying?
what?
You got to understand, like, they got all these people in the Superdome. A majority of these people is from different parts of the city. You see what I'm saying? The majority of
Yeah,
these people got in tour with each
beef
other.
and
So,
issues and shit.
right.
Yeah,
So now you seeing your enemy. It just was a whole lot of shit that just was. It was chaotic. You dig what I'm saying?
straight chaotic. You know anybody that came up?
Oh man, I know a lot of motherfuckers that
Cause it
really
was
can't.
skanks and shit. I know it was
Man, I
wild if you
know,
could
I,
come
I
up.
know, I know a lot of motherfuckers that came up, and I'm talking about came up for just ain't never looked back. You just say you took an average nigga, a average dude that was probably in his 20s at the time. He was one of them dudes that was riding a bike, make busting plays. Shit, after Katrina, shit, he was the nigga that's pulling up in the avalanche on 26s in. You know what I mean?
Hell
But he,
yeah.
but at the same time, he ain't never looked back though. I'm talking about like the shit boosted his hustle. The shit just did something to him. You see what I'm saying? It took it
Definitely.
to a new level.
Shout out to my boy Earn. Yeah, took it to a new level, huh?
You
Man, that
got
shit had to be wild. I wonder how it felt coming back home. That's the thing I be
oh man, it was
wondering
like
about, like how that
it,
felt.
it, a lot of shit was closed. See what I'm saying? By a lot of shit being closed, it wasn't like a bad feeling. It wasn't a good feeling. It was just a feeling of, man, we back home. You know what I mean? But at the
Hmm.
same time, shit so close. It's like, man, so we more like back and forth between New Orleans and wherever. You know what I mean? We
Right.
go to. Just say we're gonna go to Houston because we got relatives in Houston now. We're gonna go to the A because we got relatives in the A now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cause I was looking at this special. A lot of y'all got locked up down there in Texas for murders and shit.
Oh man, Texas.
A lot of motherfuckers that got locked up down there, man.
Yeah, motherfucker didn't read that sign. That sign said, "Don't mess with Texas, man."
Man, Texas ain't no joke, huh? What you
uh,
was at in Houston or Dallas?
I was in both,
You was in both. Which
but I
one you like
started
the
off.
most though?
But I started off in Dallas.
Right. And then went down to Houston. Which one you like the best?
Now that I'm older, I like Dallas. I like Dallas.
Dallas more laid back then.
Yeah, Dallas. Just player like it's like they downtown. Just the way I don't know. I don't know. It just I just like Dallas. It's just something about Dallas, man. Dallas kind of gave me
Something
a back
about
home
Dallas.
feeling more than Houston. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like why you say that? I think Houston probably would have. I would have. I was just thinking of opposite. I was thinking Houston maybe would have liked
Nah,
it
cause
more.
believe it or not, it's a difference between a Dallas individual and a Houston individual. Individual more like laid back, just chill on some player shit. Dallas
Right.
people kind of more like they kind of like us, but they not. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It,
I know what you mean.
they more relatable. You see what I'm saying? To me, you might
They're
get
more
another
familiar
dude
to
on here
you.
from the NO that might say something different, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's what's up. You ever move back down there?
If I do, I probably would move to like Dallas, probably Dallas, most likely Dallas, man.
Right, most likely. They say it's some motherfuckers. There's some badass women down there. I've been down there. I
Oh
just ain't got
man,
no pictures.
oh Lord, the women,
They say
oh
they down.
the women, oh the,
They say they
man,
down
you
there.
ain't man. All you gotta do is have an accent, man.
Oh yeah, shout out to Alpha, man. Shout out to my boy Alpha. What's that word? We
All you gotta
chopping it up,
do is
man.
have an
We talk.
accent.
We talking about Katrina, man. I'm blessed to talk to more about that because I was curious about. I wanted to talk to somebody that had went through it. It was some people up here that came and they was from New Orleans, but they was in the shelter, and like I said, it was a bunch of girls. They was kind of like, I guess they was kind of scared. You know what I mean? Coming to some big ass city like this, and they don't know no motherfucking body in the shelter they was in was smack ass in the hood. I'm like, damn, they put their ass in the trenches. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? I'm like, damn, that's tough for motherfuckers to come. But they ended up going to Texas. That's where they ended up going. They was only down here for like a couple months. I guess they was waiting on some placement or something up there in Texas or something. And
Yeah, man, I'm talking
they
about,
ended up getting out of there.
man, you wouldn't believe it though. See, my mama, at the time, my mom had got a voucher, for an apartment out there in Texas. She also wanted to get another voucher for in LA. So my mom
Right.
took the one. My mom was like always wanted to go to Cali. Plus, I had relatives in Cali, so she took the one in Cali and left the one in Houston to us. That's how I wound up in Houston.
Right. So you weren't fucking
So
with the
me, so me and
West
my
Coast niggas.
homeboy, just took over the apartment. We had to pay rent. We had to pay shit, and shit was just free. That's how we
Damn.
kept going back and forth. That's how we wound up kept
And
going back and forth from home to Houston.
how long you do that, Mo?
Six,
For a
six
kid, I
months.
bet you that shit was fun as hell. Shit.
Man,
For a
that shit
kid, I know that was a
it
hell
felt
of an
like
experience.
Richard. Hey, it felt like Richard Rich, Macaulay Culkin, home. You know what I mean? You just
Just doing it, huh?
yeah. Then you got furniture, you got food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I know they was getting them fat ass checks.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. Then mom's still looking out, but at the same time, she really ain't gotta look out like that because we're down there in an apartment complex. Down there, it's the apartment
Sweet, huh?
complex. The apartment complex came to be just nothing but New Orleans motherfuckers. To where we just good. Like I said, we together. Either way it go, we together.
Right, so y'all didn't have to worry about no motherfuckers pulling it on y'all, no motherfuckers trying to
Man,
take
man,
advantage of
man, we
y'all,
down
rob
there,
y'all.
man. Guys, what
No,
you
none of that shit, huh?
a person here from Texas, around that time, if they gonna tell the truth, but we kind of like down there took over certain shit, like to where like it just became New Orleans. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, because New Orleans motherfuckers get real busy. That's one thing I know, man. I got family that moved down to New Orleans when one of them did like 30 years down there, and he just be telling me these prison stories and shit. I'm like, damn, like like the prison stories he tell me way worse than the shit I went through in Illinois and
Oh
Oklahoma and
man,
all the prisons I went through. The shit he be telling me up there crazy than a motherfucker. I
yeah,
said, damn.
but
He say it's booty bandits and everything in the motherfuckers
man,
prison
talking about
New Orleans.
yeah,
So a
yeah,
nigga
man.
get try to get busy with your ass on the new. He said
Yeah,
when he
yeah,
first got there,
nigga play on your top fat. That's why that shit that facts be talking about. That's how I know this nigga had to be like I don't know him bring him up, but that shit he be talking about, that's how I know he definitely fuck around with them boys.
man,
He
look at
know
that
too much.
motherfucking post. He just posted a fucking dude twerking on his page. The fuck, bro? I'm happy I don't even fuck with no nigga like that. Missy, shout
Yeah,
out Missy. Hey, how you
he
doing? Yeah,
definitely
I
fuck
can't
with
fuck
them
around
boys.
like that no more,
He
bro. Your
definitely
ass
fuck with them
weird.
boys. That shit he be talking about, them stories he
That
talking about.
shit
He know about that
weird,
shit too
man.
familiar. You hear me?
Definitely talking about stories with transformers and shit like that. Boy, your ass wild as hell.
But I'm saying though, where you say your people from, man, them dudes, that dog, they're a different breed. Them dudes were going to motherfucking Atlanta, robbing football players and everything.
What, bro? Going to
Fucking
Miami
right,
and robbing motherfuckers.
fucking
My
right,
cousin
fucking
and them
right.
down there
Hey,
wild
hey,
as hell, boy. They was going to
matter of
Miami
fact,
to rob motherfuckers and everything.
fucking right, man. Look, man. Hey, but them niggas was like real live jack boys. Like them niggas was they was
And
about they.
hustlers
I
too.
ain't gonna say too much though. They was about their business, dog.
Man, they was
Hey,
about
when
their business, bro. They
hey
locked
that
all up though. They all locked up for
yeah yeah hell
50,
yeah
100
hell
years
yeah
in life and shit. But yes, they was with that wild shit.
man. Them
Like I
niggas was when you mention them when you say them niggas, bro, you better be ready. Like you beefing with them dudes, you better be ready. Them dudes got me everything.
yeah, shit. My family went down there, right got in the mix, shooting with them niggas and getting in trouble with them niggas. And then when they used to come down here, and they'll be like, man, Chicago, wow, but they telling me stories. I'm like, what? I'm like,
And
y'all,
my
man, I'm like, motherfuckers did what? They like, man, motherfucker hit a motherfucker in the face 40 times. I'm like, damn. This man, hey, look, this back in the day they was telling me this shit. This ain't
hey
even
man, but
now.
hey, I
This
remember
back in the
like
day.
I remember like before Katrina, like bro, like I think I was like about like damn near about I was coming off the juvenile detention center. My pops had came and got me. By the time I made it to the house, the news it was breaking news. Them dudes robbed the armored truck in like broad daylight, like with
That shit
K's
is
and
crazy.
shit. They got caught though. Some, you know what I mean? But that just to show you how wild them niggas was. Them niggas was wild.
Yeah, New Orleans, wow, man. But you know, one thing I love about New Orleans, y'all funerals, the way y'all celebrate life and y'all spirit.
Oh man, you talking about
Man,
the
I love y'all spirit, man, up there, man. I love that shit.
man?
Then that dance y'all be doing, everybody be doing when they kind of, man, it's a dance everybody do down
You talking about the
there when
second
I was
line?
down. I don't know, I can't remember. It's gonna pop in my head as I keep talking, but a lot of
Man,
girls,
look, man,
everybody
we
doing
ain't just, it's crazy. We really get a bad rep though, dog. But we really like some genuine people. We just don't like to be fucked with though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
New Orleans reminded me of Chicago and down south like this. It's
We
like,
really some genuine people, bro. We really just don't like.
yeah,
We don't
you got the
tolerate
down
shit
south
like that.
vibe, but motherfuckers will get wild with your ass down there. You got
We
the
just
down
don't
south
tolerate
vibe, but
shit, bro.
nah, y'all definitely don't. Shout out to my New Orleans, and I love y'all women down there. Y'all got some aggressive ass women, man. Them women down there in New Orleans is aggressive as hell. They get straight to the point, straight up.
Hey, I
Everything
be
straight to the point.
I be telling my out of town partner be trying to like, oh man, come down up, mess with the women and shit like that. I'm like, man, you ain't ready, man. You too
Nah, you
passive
got
for
to be
one.
ready for them motherfuckers down there.
For one, you too passive. You beat around the bush too fucking much. For one,
Hmm. No, they ain't playing that. New Orleans women real assertive. They definitely assertive. And they got, well, y'all got some women with some bodies down there, man. I was seeing packs of girls with all their ass stacked. I'm like, damn, even the fat girls had a round ass. I'm like, this shit crazy. I say, they fat girls got round asses down here. I don't know what the fuck y'all feed them girls.
a
For
lot of
real, for
seafood,
real.
a lot of fried fish.
And I'm allergic to that shit. Yeah, but I love y'all culture, man. Dude, like y'all culture one of a kind. Yep, y'all culture definitely one of a kind, man. And y'all spirit one of a kind too. For real, it ain't nothing like, man. I when I seen that funeral, I thought it was a fucking parade party for somebody famous. It was just a regular person. They was out there celebrating, bro, dancing, drinking and shit, man. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn, it made it feel like he was a special person. You know what I mean? I like
yeah,
it when a bunch of people crying and shit.
hell yeah. They're gonna get the tears out. You know what I mean? But life. At the end of the day, after that shit, it's like a celebration at the same time. You know what I mean? He
Definitely,
going to a better place. She going to a better place. You dig what I'm saying?
definitely, man. But yeah, that
My,
shout out to motherfuckers telling the short
because when
Katrina
I was
experience.
coming up, when I was coming up, shit was way worse than when I got older and started participating in it. You know what I mean? Shit was way worse.
Yeah, that's what I feel like that too. When I was coming up, shit was worse. Like when I was coming up, motherfuckers was robbing people, like killing motherfuckers for gym shoes, and doing home invasions for drugs, killing everybody in the house for money. Like shit was different. Like you have a lot of wild shit happening now in the streets, but
Yeah, because when I was
it was
growing up,
definitely different.
motherfuckers couldn't even go to if you from it got to a point for dudes whatever. Just say you couldn't go to a certain school if you from a certain neighborhood. You know,
And that's how it was in Chicago. So I can relate to
if
that.
you did, you could go, but if you feel it any type of if you mess around out here in the streets or whatever, then it's gonna probably lead to you at your school. You're gonna get into fights. At that time, when I was coming up, like I say, motherfuckers was bringing guns to school, shooting
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers and shit like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. You know what I mean? So I understood that because it happened like that in Chicago early. You couldn't even go to. You couldn't like in Chicago got divided. Like if it
Oh,
was this, like
motherfucker, you
all our
know.
schools was known for certain gangs. Like if you went to a certain high school, that was a certain gang that ran that school. You know what
Then
I
it
mean?
wasn't like motherfuckers, you know, a motherfucker catch the school bus. It was like motherfuckers really catching the RTA bus. You know what I mean? Like the
Mhm.
like the bus you put your money in. You see what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, I was catching that motherfucker in grammar school.
Right. So you know, like then you gotta like it just was wild because you might stay damn near downtown, but you gotta catch this bus that's probably gonna lead to the Calio project or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yup.
It's
They had cut the
it's
bus
some
off on that. Hey man, in Chicago, they know a school, a rival school coming through with some gang members, some motherfuckers from the other hood. They knew how to cut the back of the bus off. So when that motherfucker stopped at the bus stop, motherfucker run to cut the whole bus off, bro. And motherfuckers just flood that motherfucker, jump on that motherfucker and whoop everybody on there. Women, girls, and niggas, and grown people.
yeah, man.
Grown people know not to even get on the bus. It'd be a bus full of motherfucking kids, man.
Man, go
For
ahead, man.
real.
I just fed you, bro. Go ahead, get the hell on.
How old is he, Mo?
Oh shit, 10 months.
Oh, he a fuck.
Yeah, yeah, man. He needs to
Still a
start
little.
making me some money. Like eat me out of the house at home. Fuck.
What you finna breed him?
For
I'm gonna give
real.
me one of them motherfucking puppies from New Orleans when you breed them, Mo. What's up, man? Salute.
Hey, you got a boy, huh?
Yup, I got a boy, but he
Oh,
he
come on,
got
my.
he kept getting sick, so I had to take him get a surgery, so he can't have kids.
Okay,
I had to
okay,
get him
okay,
castrated.
okay. Cause my cousin got a French. That boy like 12 months. He got a Merle.
Oh, he got a Merle.
Yeah, just like not. He's just different color though. It's
That's a
like
different
brown.
color.
He got like it's brown, white, and black.
My little
He got that hoe from Vegas.
my little brother got one from Phoenix,
Yeah.
so he got a girl. So hopefully I'm gonna get some puppies from him or whatever. You know what I mean? When he finally made them. Hey, salute to Lonnie. How you doing, Lonnie? Salute to
Yeah,
Lonnie.
cause I'm trying to start to look. I'm trying. I ain't trying, but I'm gonna start fucking with him like for his breeding.
Hmm. Me too. I was gonna breed. I would have bred him if he wouldn't. I take one more dog. After that, I'm cool. I already
It's like a
need
little
no
hot
more after
topic
that.
down here right now, but motherfuckers breeding them dogs and shit like that.
Yeah, that's it. It's like that in Chicago too. See, you gotta watch it. The motherfucker will pull up on you and try to take that motherfucker.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Motherfucker pull up on your ass quick and try to take that motherfucker in Chicago. Dang, they rob the motherfuckers for anything. After that after all that money gone, that shit, all the PPP money gone, motherfuckers that went crazy in Chicago, robbing shit, running into Louis Vuitton stores, busting windows, running into high designer stores and shit, all type of crazy shit. Niggas
Hell
busting
yeah, man.
motherfucking windows out here. That they do that in New Orleans.
Oh man, these Johnsons. I ain't gonna say they stealing dogs, but shit, I know they love breaking them motherfucking
Yeah, that's the new lick. All the kids they steal
calls
cars
and
and break them
carjacking.
windows.
Then it's so crazy because it's not just little boys, it's little girls too. With the little
Yeah, the
boys.
little girls out here now stealing
Hell
cars. They
yeah.
got some man. That shit crazy, man. They got like a Conti club called Kia Boys and Honda Boys and shit. Kia girls, the Honda girls. I say this shit crazy. You couldn't even get a
That,
girl in a stolen car back in the day when I was growing up. Girl, look at
hey,
you
my
looking
thing
for
was,
crazy.
I ain't never really was into the stealing cars shit. I just was trying to make me some
Hell
money.
no.
But I know, my motherfuckers who was, man, motherfuckers wasn't stealing no cars with no girls. If anything, they going to steal a car to go see a girl, go do something
Yeah,
else.
or go do some
But,
stupid shit.
right, but
They,
now these motherfuckers. Girls and boys still in college. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, y'all doing this to joyride?
Yeah, that shit crazy. Cause back in
Then
the
they
day,
be
you seen
so
them motherfuckers.
hey, then they be so comfortable in the stolen culture. It's crazy. Like
They be getting gas in that motherfucker, riding
right,
around, having that bitch for,
right.
having that motherfucker for 2, 3 weeks, like
I'm
it's
talking
they
about
shit.
I'm talking about the got all their clothes in that motherfucker, got all type of evidence in that motherfucker.
All type of shit. Then I heard one of the shorties tell another shorty, man, he in a fat ass Kia, like it's a night, like it's his, like he just copped it. He like, yeah, he in a fat ass Kia. He rides through here in a Kia
Their
something.
mama
I'm
trying
like,
to act like
damn,
they don't know what's going on and shit. Mama definitely know. Mama know what's fuck going on because he
what you
bringing
think
her the,
about that
he bringing her the purse and the money and the jewelry.
on the real? On the real, what you think about that? Like dad parenting out here with these teenagers.
You said say that again.
What you think about like bad parenting with them teenagers, man? 'Cause,
Oh
like some
man,
of it ain't
shit.
bad parenting. Some of these niggas just bad, mother. Some of these motherfuckers doing shit
Yeah,
that
some I
ain't got
can't
nothing to
say
do with
all
the
I'm
parent.
bad. I can't say all I'm bad, but you know, some of them is just some bad motherfucking parents is the ones that indulge in the negative activity with their kids,
Like
smoking
smoking
with
blunts
them,
with them.
this that and the third, smoking blunts, you know, trying to just not be a parent to their kids. You see what I'm saying?
Right, because a lot
But
of them is parents so
you
early.
got some moms out here going to work and trying to provide for their kids, and you know they not home, and the kids just
Salute,
out here
Yella.
just doing all type of shit.
Right. But you got to go make some money. Salute to Yella, too. Appreciate you pulling up, Yella. Yeah, you got to go, a motherfucking mama got to go make some money, though. What if she a single mother? She got to go make some motherfucking money, bro. You know what I mean? She got to
Yeah, yeah, that's why I
leave them
can't blame.
certain
That's
certain
why
point of life.
I can't blame her like that. You know what I mean? But I could blame the motherfucker that sit there at home smoking blunts with them and teaching them the negative behavior.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. What about the men, though? What about the motherfucker dead?
Oh man, shit. I blame their ass too because if you got a son or a daughter out here, man, you supposed to be hands on with your kids. That's how I would be. If I'm in that predicament. But you know,
Like that,
but
yeah, it be fucked up sometimes.
but if you doing that same shit as a daddy that the mom doing, indulging into your kids' negative behavior, you know what I mean? You're a piece of shit too. Even if you're a stepdaddy and you look at it like, oh, it's not my child, but you hunching on the mom and you letting the boy get away with stupid shit, or even try to influence him to, man, go ahead and move these packs for me.
Right. But yeah, then kids emulate a lot of shit. They see a lazy motherfucker
But the
waiting
shit's so
around.
crazy now, though, Dave, to where motherfuckers got them phones and their phone the worst enemy. The phones could teach them everything they need to know negative.
Definitely, the internet period. It can teach you how to
Right.
scam and everything.
Hell yeah. You
Yeah,
got motherfucking girls. Man, that's one thing I can say, man. The girls has always been more smarter than boys, especially coming up. Because they know how to do shit. They know how to make money in ways to where they ain't just got to get out here and risk themselves like usually the boys would try to do.
well, yeah, they can, but if they involve themselves in the street shit, they as much risk as a boy, probably more worse. Like,
Yeah,
you know
but
what
you,
I mean? Some girls out
but
here stripping and
but now,
hustling, selling a little
but
nookie. That shit dangerous.
yeah, but I'm not. When I say I'm talking about like the scamming part, like you know what I
Oh
mean.
yeah, definitely,
The
definitely,
like
yeah,
shit that the white collar crimes we call it.
yeah, definitely. And then they're gonna throw the book at us at anything we do. They always gonna give women the benefit of the doubt.
Give
You
her
got to
about
know
five
that
six
coming
years.
up.
Give her about 5 6 years. Get this nigga about 20 years.
Yeah. But you got to know that coming up. When you get disciplined, you might get whooped harder than your sister, or
Right, right, right,
things
right.
like that. You got to be subconscious of that shit as a young man growing up. No shit, some of this shit. Just because she a girl, she might get punished different than you.
Yeah, yeah. That's one thing I realized. Shit, when it came to a certain age, and you feel like, man, my mama can't tell me nothing no more. I gotta suffer the consequences, whatever the consequence may be. Oh, get out of the house, whatever the case may be. Shit, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? Because I feel I'm at that age
Hmm.
to where I ain't gotta just put up with this shit no more. You know?
That's how I felt real early. Cause after like 12 years old, my mother whoopings didn't even hurt no more.
My last scrub,
So
man. My last scrub shot
it
was like
didn't.
14. I was 14, man. I forgot what the matter of fact. It was during it was like during Katrina. That
Mm-hmm.
was like the last scrub for me. But like I say, I was 14. My birthday late, so I'm 14, about to be 15. And we got a tour. We got a tour for I don't know what the fuck we got a tour for, but I don't know if you got a fireplace in you ever got a fireplace in your house. But
Mm-hmm.
you know the little iron thing that you move the wood with, right?
Right. I know you're
Man,
talking about the little. It's
yeah,
like it got a little
yeah,
curve on it.
yeah, man, she swung that motherfucker at me, and but I caught it, and when I caught it,
Right.
I took it and throwed it, and my response was, man, I'm gone, man, I'm about to get the fuck, I'm cursing everything, I'm like, man, this is it, man, I'm about to get the fuck out your crib. Cause I forgot what the fuck we start arguing about. I think it had something to do with who I'ma ride with, something like that. And she got mad. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Man was on my
Cause I had another cousin. Cause my cousin, my younger cousin, he been like he been like just wild because his mom was doing fed time. So he grew up like, not gonna say bad, but he used to get out everything he wanted type shit.
right.
Cause his mom doing
He
time.
was spoiled.
Right. So like he the type of motherfucker at the time, you know how usually kids be inside by 9 o'clock, shit like that, street lights come on. He used to be out there
Uh,
with the homies.
with the
And,
homies. Yeah, I had
and, and,
a neighbor like that.
right in my mind, I'm sad at myself at that time, like, damn, why the fuck I gotta go inside at night? This nigga outside, he younger than me. But I didn't realize it at the time, like, his mom was in prison, his grandmother, you know what I mean? I ain't see it like that. I ain't see it like I see it now. My mom was trying to keep me away from it.
Man, boy, I used to want to hang out with that nigga. He used to be out there with the big niggas. Mo, I used to hang out the window. I used to live on the second floor. I used to lift my window up and hang out the window and be and be talking to him. And my mama come whoop my ass, bro. I hurry up and shut the window. Motherfucker used to laugh like a motherfucker. Like, boy, stop hanging out there. Mama will tear your ass up. I'm trying to hang out the window. That's the first, like, all the shit I seen was hanging out the window when it's growing up, watching other motherfuckers. I done seen the motherfuckers get shot hanging out the window. I done seen motherfuckers get robbed, all type of shit just hanging out my front window. But that nigga
Yeah,
used to be
yeah.
down there in the action though, Mo.
Yeah. I'm talking about that little motherfucker used to be outside all night. Like, I'm talking about that nigga used to be outside all night. That nigga ain't never go to school. But he
Either
stay every
neither. My
time.
homie got
But
he
hey,
got killed at 17 too.
but every time you see the nigga though, he got new jogging suits on, new Jordans on. Like, I'm like, God damn, they just be buying that nigga all type of shit. Come to find out, he out there selling drugs at the same time, but his grandmother used to be buying him shit.
Them used to
And
be the worst motherfuckers in the hood too. The spoiled motherfuckers. Them niggas was selling dope and everything. Motherfucker, mama got everything from them. They still was
by the time his
indulging
mom,
in that shit.
he got about 15, 16, his mom had got out of jail. But that didn't change nothing because he already had a little reputation, you know what I mean?
Yeah, on the real. I told motherfucker, I seen the motherfucker Mo. I was like 13. Well, yeah, almost 13. I was almost 13. I heard motherfuckers out there arguing. I'm sticking my head out the window. I'm looking. He shot. One of the dudes they argue. He shoot him. Boom. They homies though, Mo. You shoot the nigga. The nigga like, damn, you shot me. He laying on the ground. The motherfucker run off. I guess to put the little hammer up. He come back and help him. I'm like, in my head, I shut the window, go to sleep. I'm like, man, I hope they don't come kill me tomorrow because I seen the shit. And I
Yeah.
remember, like, didn't nobody even talk about that shit. I came out the next day. It was a blood stain, but it wasn't like it was shit. Like, that's what started making me, like, desensitized to, like, violence. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It was so much
I've been
going on. And
it's crazy because I've been had ties to Chicago because my mom used to date the Chicago. She used to date this guy. He was from Chicago,
Oh
But
yeah.
that nigga had some crazy brothers, man. I'm talking about them niggas was crazy. Them niggas, my first, I think I was damn near what 2002, it was 2001, 2000. That boy served the undercover cop his brother, and I guess when he served him, the drug, the cop was basically trying to identify as a police, but it was too late because he had already shot the cop. He already shot him up, but the boy had a vest on. I'll never forget because we had to go to school that next morning and it was cold as shit. It was so cold outside, you know, it got ice and shit, but you could see the blood stains and shit
Mm-hmm.
because it happened right there in front of our apartments.
Right there. Shit used to be wild back in the day. You could come
Nigga,
out your
he
crib
wound up
back in
going
the
to
day and
jail and
see a
everything.
motherfucker outside
He wound up
smoking
going to
coke.
prison and shit. He wound up going to prison and shit for it. But he wound up getting out because the police at the time was a crooked police too.
I got a little cousin got into a shootout with the police, a crooked police, and ended up beating the case. Ended up catching another case going to prison. I say you stupid, but yeah, back in the day, shit was wild, man. It was a lot of drug because it was so much drug use. You had everybody on heroin. You had motherfuckers on crack. Like it was wild. Like you could go outside. If you live in the hood, in the urban neighborhood, you grew up in like in a major city, or even in a small city that had drug use. Man, it was the drug use back then was way different than it is now.
Oh yeah,
Motherfuckers
man.
used to be out selling shit. Motherfuckers types were selling, trying to sell you anything. It was just wild, man. It was a hell of a lot different. Motherfuckers, everybody, mama, you was on drugs and shit. Uncles and aunties, motherfuckers was really poor back then. Definitely was poor. They didn't have all the assistance they got now. None of that shit.
Hell
Man,
yeah, man.
if it was a YouTube back then, man, shit, y'all would be shocked and appalled for real. For some of the stuff I seen, man, you could come out, you should see dope fiends like the drugs, the heroin was so potent back then. Them motherfuckers would be outside like they sleep. Be three, four of them, nodded off. Two of them standing up. One of them sitting down, they nod it off. Then they moving like they in slow motion and shit.
I ain't gonna
Shit
say
was
my big
wild.
homie, but somebody that I kind of respect, the older nigga that man, this nigga after Katrina, bro, like this nigga was he had just had bought a like he had just bought a house like with a pool and shit. Nigga was from the nine ball. He had just bought a house, but he bought this house in Eastover. That's like the gated community or some shit. Like, you know, it's like an uppity community. But the nigga wind up going to get two bricks of dog. Both
Right.
on was bad. Both on was bad.
Right.
Both on was bad. That nigga
Why
couldn't
would he
really
do
get
that?
off that shit. He couldn't get off the shit like that. So the nigga wind
Oh,
up start using it
damn.
because he was sick. Because he got to the, he lost damn near all his money. He just bought the house. He done lost his wife because shit was just bad. Like, he nigga, nobody fucking with it. Nobody, it's like nobody just fucking with dude. Period. Because the shit just so bad. To what nigga got to using it and ain't never been the same, bro. Like this nigga was like somebody that you'd be like kind of like hood rich type motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Right.
Nigga got a vet, nigga got multiple cars, nigga got the women, you know what I mean?
But the hood is
And shit.
undefeated. It's like YouTube. Like if you stay in the hood and you involve yourself in that shit, it's undefeated. It's gonna get to you one way or the other. It's either you're gonna get killed, you're gonna go to prison, or you're gonna end
And
up like homie you talking about. Like
then on,
it never fails.
then two bricks of dog shit. That's like damn like 100 something, 100 something K that he done fucked off
Hell yeah, easy. He
back
probably a
then.
little
I'm talking
more than
about back
that.
then.
Hell yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely,
So
definitely. Especially if he could.
he's sick. Like only thing he could do is like he start banging his product. And I seen the nigga like it's so crazy because it's so crazy. I seen them, I pulled down on him. The nigga still flying shit, you know what I mean? But I'm seeing this nigga copping from young niggas to basically hustle and try to support his habit. the shit kind of like I kind of like set in my car for a minute, kind of like went in the days, like damn, if I keep fucking around, this shit could be me. You know what I mean? Like, cause I just seen this nigga at his highest point. Now I'm seeing this nigga at his lowest. It's just like the movie Snowfall type shit, but in real life though, I didn't see this shit. How all of a sudden Franklin was up. Then when Franklin lost all his money and he started doing drinking, yeah, I seen that shit. But the
Yeah.
difference was this nigga wasn't drinking. This nigga was banging.
Damn, you say he was banging and shit.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Man, he went hard.
Yeah. And that
He went
nigga wasn't
hard.
snorting it. He wasn't snorting it now. That nigga shooting it.
Whoa. Like when you do that, it's over with. You know what I mean? To me, that's the harshest of the harsh when you get
Once I seen this
banging
shit,
that
man,
shit.
like, cause I didn't actually, cause I caught the nigga, cause he told me pull up, so I pulled up, but it gonna take me a little while to get there. So you know, man, me being a young nigga at the time, he like probably was thinking like, oh, he gonna take a while before it came, but I went too far from his residence. So by the time I pulled up, I come through the side door, cause that's the door he told me to come. So I opened the slide door. I see the nigga on the sofa with the needle in his arm. So what I did, I
Yeah.
closed the side door when I seen him and got in my car and burnt out. He must know I was actually at his house. Cause he 9
Yeah.
hours sleep. So I wound up calling him and like, man, I got something else. Something else came up. I'll fuck with you later, big homie.
Damn. I know that
It,
fucked your head up to see him like
hell
that.
yeah, hell yeah. Been a youngster and I'm seeing somebody that kind of I look up to banging this shit. I'm like, oh nah.
That's what happened to all the older OGs. They end up either, like I say, the streets undefeated. They end up being drug addicts or going to prison for 20 or 30 years. You know what I mean? Or like I say, getting killed.
Yeah, yeah, man,
But
shit fucked me up,
can't beat
man.
that shit, man.
That shit
Can't
fucked
beat
me
it.
up. I'm talking about, I'm talking about the next time I seen him, cause he went from my hood. So I went like, I just one of them niggas that I was cool to where like I had relatives spread it out all through the city. So it wasn't enough for me to go by their crib and fuck around with them. I'm really a
Mm,
family origin nigga. So you know, if you introduce me to one of your homeboys, I'm fucking with him on the screen of you, cause he fucking with you. See what I'm saying?
right. That's how it used to be. That's how it used to be. Damn, I feel that's like I say, the streets do it to men and the women. Look at some of the women the streets destroyed. Some beautiful, fine ass women. Got in them streets, either they start selling drugs, using drugs, drinking too much, looking bad, all type of shit. Fine as hell, going up smart as hell. Fucked around with
Yeah,
street
yeah,
niggas
man.
and fucked the whole life up. And that
Shit
happened
so
because these
fucked up,
streets was
man.
undefeated.
I could. I don't really think I ever had a conversation with dude after I seen them like just all fucked up.
Yeah, you ain't never talked to him about it.
Yeah, nah, I ain't never just told him, but that kind of just put it in my mind. I'm like, man, look, I might try to get all the money I can, bro, and before
Salute to young.
before the people get a hold of me or whatever, I'm gonna try to get out this shit. But shit didn't happen like that, man. Cause I got locked up for some small shit, and I got out. I was on probation for like 2 years, but I wound up completing it to where
Hmm.
to where I got what that shit called determinated early.
Right.
I had 2 years probation. And they determinated my shit at probably like 16 months.
Hmm.
So I wound up going to job code and getting a little trade.
That's what's up. That probably saved your life too, getting that trade, learning how to do something. Shout out to all the young men that go to
Nah, it
job
didn't,
corps.
cause I
Wish
got
you
the
well
little
that
trade.
day.
I got the trade just because I just wanted to change for a second, but I wasn't really dedicated. I didn't really. I just got the trade. I ain't really had no passion for it at all. You know what I mean? I just wanted to do something different.
What trade you get though?
You know, like culinary, cooking.
Culinary. Oh, that's what's up. Shit. Oh, good. Yeah, that's what's up. But shit, at least you did something.
That's why every
That shit
time I
might have
be on
saved.
live, why y'all be
That
seeing me
shit
be
might have
cooking.
saved your life.
Yeah,
Look.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it because the months I spent doing this shit, anything could have happened. You know what I mean?
Hmm. I had a big homie like that during the neighborhood. He really was my big homie. He probably was about 5 years older than me, maybe 6. But the nigga was getting money. He had car dealerships. He was that dude. He was a birdman or whatever. So I used to be on this. I used to live. My mother moved to the op block where the opposition was a whole different gang than me. So I used to be in the house a lot, but I used to see the nigga Kyle there. So I'd be coming in and shit, and I started speaking to him because me and him was in the same gang at the time. So I was like, damn, I started speaking to him. So he knew I was hustling and shit. He'll come down there. He like, man, Dad, I'm down here shooting dice. He like, give me a stack, shorty. I'll give you two tomorrow. But I just wanted to be cool with the nigga, so I get the nigga $1,000 and more the next day. He'll give me two. You know what I mean? At first I used to try to turn it down, but I'm like, fuck it. He started giving me 2,500. He'd give me 1,000. So one day, um, one of the ops coming out the house that I was kind of cool with. So I'm like, damn, what you in there doing? He was like serving these niggas, and then he like, man, these niggas and they got money. He like, they be smoking coke all night. I'm like, word. I look, big homie coming out of that motherfucker. I'm like, so I started putting two and two together. I'm like, damn, the big homie in there smoking. You know what I mean? He be coming down here when he run out of money, getting 1,000 from me, going back down to the smokehouse.
Right.
I couldn't believe it. So then none of us know because these, keep in mind, these ops from us, this a whole different game. Don't none of us be down there. We didn't know what the fuck was going on. But I started hearing shit like that. But shit, the last time I seen him was probably about 10 years ago, and that nigga was selling CDs. I couldn't believe that shit. That nigga
Yeah,
had
yeah, man.
Benzes,
That's it.
Porsches, houses, car lots. Motherfucker had Rolex watches. That motherfucker selling CDs. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hell yeah, man. Shit, that shit. Like I said, man, that shit fucked me up, man.
Yeah.
I
That
ain't
boy,
talked to I ain't
go
talked
ahead.
to Buddy ass in years. Truth be told, man, I don't know what Buddy at now. His wife then moved. His wife had moved to North Carolina too, cause she had got like she went up there with her sister, took the kids. Talking about she was bad too, man.
She was decent.
Yeah, yeah, yellow bone, some pretty eyes. I'm talking about she
Look,
was bad.
she was decent. Well, look, Mo, I'm finna get up out of here. I appreciate you sliding through, man. I'm finna
Oh man, go
go
ahead,
ahead
man.
and get
Take care of your
myself
business,
together.
man. I'm gonna go
Bet.
slide top it over with John, man.
Oh,
I
bet,
see
man.
John
Salute to
was live.
John, man. All right, bet. I'm finna go over there for a second when I'm getting it together, too.
All right,
All
man.
right,
Go
my
ahead,
boy.
take care of your business, man.
All right, bet.